So Tyler, this is less information for 10/5/2018. Okay. So next week, you're on the keyboard. You're going to work on one octave major scales or the number one pattern for my two mallet exercises, right? And you're going to try to do that in as many major scales as you can do it in, using some dead stroking to keep your stroke down, really precise and resonant, heavy. Just dead stroking, and then just short of that coming off the bar a little quicker to let it ring, trying to get toward the kind of heavy resonant stroke that we talked about. Then you're going to really worry about striking areas or beating spots at the very ends of the accidentals, the centers of the naturals, being really consistent between your hands. I'm not worried about how fast you can go right now. Go however slow you need to be really consistent and get through more scales as opposed to playing faster on a few scales. We will do some playing for speed later, but not now. Okay? Then you've got the Alphonse horn book, and I just want you to go ahead and print out the first 3 pages and see if you can get all of it learned or at least some of it learned. And I don't care how much you do. I'm just giving you 3 pages as a real challenge.
On keyboard, right?
Yeah, on keyboards. And if you feel like you can only do two, or can only do one, or only do half of one, that's fine. All right. I just want to challenge you just to sort of see how much you can produce. And we'll get more into the mechanics of and approach to reading versus memorization, which is something some students do a lot of. Then I'm going to send you also separate from the lesson email some equipment you need to get, in particular some keyboard mallets and a snare drum book of repertoires, etudes, prepared pieces on snare drum. I will also send you the first etude in that book while you're in the process of ordering it, and I want you to prepare some of that for me for next time. We'll start with snare drum, talk a little bit about technique, talk about the etude, and kind of get you a start there. You don't need as much time on that, so I figured it's good for us to get started with keyboards first and spend a time at length, and then snare drum we'll do a little less. And we'll probably weight things toward keyboard this quarter because ultimately that's the area where you need a little more work right now than you do in snare.